You may remember us featuring Judy Punchakar. Now, she is reworking her family farm in Howard County. Instead of crops, she is planting native grasses, trees, and berries. At the same time, she's also taking care of the historic buildings on the property. In this segment, Grace McDonald visits her two barns near St. Paul.
You can feel the dust in here. It's just old dust.
Dust that might date back to the Civil War.
This is it.
According to Judy Punchakar.
This barn was built in 1860.
Before Nebraska became a state and before her family moved to Howard County.
And so the farm was purchased in 1904 and my grandparents, great-grandparents lived here in 1905.
This barn is held up by poles buried deep in the ground beside the Loup River.
Of course, it's been repaired. Now you can probably see some nails. Some of them are square nails, but a lot of this was tied, and some of the original ties are still around.
Not much is known about whoever built the pole barn.
But we found some very old coins in here, and pieces of pottery, and I think that this used to be a stopping point when people were headed west.
It also marks the homestead where Judy's great-grandfather planted roots.
And they had 5 children in Chicago, and he built churches in Chicago. But then cholera hit, and 3 of his children died of cholera. So he moved to Nebraska, where there was another big Czech settlement.
The Mason from Czechoslovakia switched to farming and survived the Dust Bowl with help from another source of income.
Grandmother's bootlegging, which she doesn't talk about. And she said, oh yes, I made the best beer in Howard County.
Through this time, the Punchakars used the pole barn and a second barn built by her great-grandfather in 1905. Once used to store hay and shelter livestock, Judy's father set up a shop inside.
My dad was an inventor. He invented a hold down for mowing machines, for sickles on mowing machines, and they ran the sickle service out of the barn for 15, 20 years.
Now Judy uses her father's shop to bring the land back to a time before someone resurrected this pole barn on the prairie.
I've been told that in 3 to 5 years I should have beautiful fields, but for right now they're very weedy.
For Pure Nebraska, I'm Grace McDonald.